Hey, y'all. I wasn't gonna go live, but my spirit's been telling me to go live, so I said, let me go ahead. Y'all excuse my kids because they don't know how to sit down nowhere. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so hey y'all. I wasn't even gonna go live because these kids, they're not gonna let me be great, y'all. They not gonna let me be great. They just gonna be all over the place. This is why. See what I'm saying? Come sit right here. Come sit right here. Come sit right here. Come sit right here. Say hey. Say hey. Since you want to talk, say hey. So, yeah. I was coming on here, you guys, because it was in my spirit to go live for some reason, for me to talk. So, I know a lot of y'all haven't seen me in a long time, so, hey. I've been hiding for some time, and I finally got to a better space where I feel like it's time for that to stop. So I decided to do like little talk therapy sessions where we can just, talk about. I know for me, I don't really have a lot of people to talk to. So I think that it's very imperative that we have somebody to talk to. And I think it's imperative that we talk out situations and life dealings and things that are going on within our everyday lives. Hey y'all, hey. Yeah, so I'm gonna start doing it maybe like once or twice a week. Just so I can come out here and just talk about, the things that have been on my spirit or that's been on my mind, that I don't say. So I don't have like a pen and paper. I'm not taking no notes or nothing like that. But, bruh, sit down. I'm not taking no notes or nothing. But I did just want to come out here and say, y'all, like, we on day 10. Right, we on day 10 already of this whole new year, this whole new decade starting over. And for a lot of us, I'm not even gonna say just the last year. I'm gonna say the last decade has probably been very life-changing. A lot of growth has happened, a lot of good times, a lot of bad times, a lot of things that, I guess that you come into realization with after you kind of grow up a little bit and start really seeing life for what it is and recognizing what it is and really going through life shit for real. I think that it makes a big difference in your mindset. And it changes a lot of us. It changes a lot. And I know over the years, I've done a lot of changing. And it hasn't always been good. It hasn't always been a good change. But I'm coming into that good change. So I just wanted to just talk. We just gonna talk. And I can really just talk to myself for real. Because I be talking to myself. I have these little staff meetings within my head, And I just really gotta talk. Because, like I said, everybody needs somebody to talk to. So y'all can come on here and say, how you feel or whatever the case may be. But I kind of just wanted to just do some inspiration. And kind of put our head in a different space, right? Starting off, because maybe not everybody started off in a good way for the new year. Maybe you were still kind of dealing with the things from last year coming into the new year, and it hasn't really been resolved. We like to say at the beginning of the year, you know, things are gonna change, but what I have noticed is if your habits aren't changing, if your daily routine isn't changing, if your mindset is still the same, then more than likely your year or your decade, whatever, you know what I'm saying, is gonna continue to be the same. So it starts with us, man. Like the fact that we are so what is it? We keep this wall up, right? When it comes to the pains and the hurts and the certain situations that we go through in life that are traumatic, or situations that affect us in the wrong way. Like we like to put on these masks, right? Like you wanna be a certain person in front of everybody else, and you don't really want. For me, I know that I was that type of person. Like I didn't tell anybody anything. Like it was always stuff that I had to hold in. Like I had to not let anybody know that I was crying that night. Not to let anybody know, you know what I'm saying, the life trauma that I was really dealing with on a personal level. I didn't want to let that part out. You feel me? So a picture can tell 1,000 lives. Like we go out here and we do certain things, and we are trying to make the audience think that, you know, everything is all good. What I'm really trying to say is we got to start with the healing, y'all. And whatever area that you need to heal, like let this be that year. Let this be that year that you are overcoming every healing that you need to overcome. Whether it's mental, whether it's emotional, whether it's physical, whatever area in your life that you feel like you have a void, and you are either, you know, using something to fill that void, or you are trying to cover up, or, you know, anything to that nature. Like it starts with you. It starts with yourself. And until you are fully okay, until you are really fully okay in that peace with yourself, then nothing that you're trying to nothing that you're trying to overcome, and nothing that you're trying to become, and nothing's gonna go how you want it to go. You have to do that healing. Like that part is imperative to everything. And until that part is right, it doesn't matter what you have in life. Like even if you have it all or you don't have it all, it's gonna mess with your mental state. And when your mental state is unstable, then it causes everything else to be unstable. And a lot of times, and that's from everything. That's from, you know, financially, that's in relationships, that's in just your everyday life. Like it's going to be, man, I'm telling y'all, the inside work, you guys, is very, very important. Like so a lot of y'all that know me, y'all haven't seen me in a long time. A lot of people that's on here that know me haven't seen me in many, many years. And I kind of was hiding, you know what I'm saying? Like I started going through a lot of crazy shit in my life, and I really didn't know how to deal with that person that I was around people. I didn't know how to be that person around everybody else that knew me as something different. If y'all know me, y'all know I danced for 19 plus years of my life, and that was my life, you know what I'm saying? And that was my outlet at the same time. Like you have to have something that gives you an outlet, whether you write, whether you play sports, whether you meditate, you work out, whatever the case may be. You have to have something that helps you to stay grounded. And staying grounded, I think, is very, very important. And making sure that you have strategies, making sure that you have a routine to continue it, because you can start off and do it and fall off the board real easily, especially when you've been practicing so long of doing the wrong thing. And when you do that, when you actually sit down and take time to deal with yourself and to deal with the things that you're dealing with eternally, it makes such a world of a difference of the things that are going on externally. And y'all have to understand, like, it's not a bad thing to not be okay. Like, it's not a bad thing for you to go through stuff. Everybody goes through stuff. Whether they say it or not, everybody goes through something. Everybody fights their demons. Everybody has something that they're dealing with that they are trying to overcome. Or maybe they're not trying to overcome. But the main thing is to make sure that you overcome that. You know what I'm saying? And you do a lot of you do a lot of things throughout your life to try to cover up and hold on to things that are within you. And when you do that, what happens? Like, it causes an explosion. So when you have an explosion, when you're dealing with so many things, you feel like everybody has betrayed you. You feel like you don't trust nobody. You can't talk to nobody. You don't want to be around nobody. You don't like people. All of those kind of thoughts that you put into your mind and you make yourself believe is okay, is what really causes a lot of mental issues in the long run. Like, it makes you become a crazy person. It makes you become this person that you're not okay with dealing with. And the biggest thing for me, like, it took me a long time to be able to sit with myself. It took me a long time for me to be able to deal with my own silence. I was dealing with so many issues, and I felt like nobody understood. No matter, even if I tried to explain, and half of the time I didn't try to explain because I didn't talk. Like, I was closed off. I was very, very closed off. So everything that I was dealing with, I was holding it. And I think that talking, y'all, to be honest, like, I think it's really a really good therapeutic thing. Whether you're talking to, you know what? I have staff meetings in my head. Okay, so it's a lot of times like I'm going around talking to myself, because these certain things, these feelings, like you got to understand, like your thought process is very, very important. Your thought process is very important, and the things that you observe on a daily basis are very important. If you sit down and actually write down, like I started doing meditations, and at first, like, I was really confused. Like, I was really confused on what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't understand.